I'm gonna cut to this. So here we are. So, this is my little screen. This is the computer screen where you do, you buy all your shit. I got bills to pay, so I'm gonna pay those real quick. You can see up here, I've got, $1,200. So, yeah. To show you guys something new, because this is all pretty much changed. I've changed the layout. I've changed, how many workers we have. I've changed a lot of shit. So, if I back out of here, we are in the stock room. This is all the extra shit. Don't know why this is down here. Probably because I can't fit it. Yep. So, I have all these shelves, and I've got my stalker boys, who are stocking up the entire store for me. Which is pretty great in my fucking opinion, because that makes shit so much easier for me. And we've also got more stuff that's updated. We have cleaning supplies now, I guess is what you would call them. Probably what they're called. Dishwasher soap, spray bottles, soap prop? I don't know. Paper towels, bleach. I need to buy more bleach. Like the breakfast shit, and all the drinks and whatnot. I need more milk too. So, yeah. I've got 2 stalkers. I've got 2 workers. I have this. I'm not gonna sell it because it cost me twice as much to buy it. Yeah. Hi, Brax. Almost every Has-Been Hotel song, I can sing word for word. Holy shit. Thank you for the follow. Hi, I'm Max. I'm a person, I think. Demon Tears? Dementors? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but thank you. Oh, yesterday. Fucking yesterday. I was working at work, obviously, and I had this guy come in. He's like, hey, I have 2 reservations, have they popped up yet? I just made them. I went, okay, yeah, let me look for them. And I go and I look through this guy's reservations, and I've got nothing. And I'm like, okay, that's funky. Usually they pop up, actually immediately. And so he goes, and he's like, okay, yeah, I'll wait a minute, whatever. And I go, okay, yeah, it'll probably pop up. I forgot that my hotel system was updating in Mountain Standard Time, and it was completely fucking our system over. I couldn't access any guest information. Couldn't pull up a guest profile, couldn't search for my own profile, because I tested it to make sure it worked, and it didn't. Holy shit. When I tell you that whole system basically went down for an hour and a half, it went down for an hour and a half. And I ended up having to get on the phone with the support people, the franchise support people, and then the guy got on the phone with, the regular support people. So you've got your franchise support people and your regular support people. And we were both on the phone for an hour and a half trying to get in contact with somebody so we could push his reservation through or have it refunded so we can rebook directly or something. And finally it got to the point, he came in about 7:30, no, 8:30ish, because I was supposed to leave at 10. He got in about 8:30 or so, I think. And we were on the phone with support for over an hour and a half. And he suddenly hands the phone to me, or his mobile phone, and it's a support person on the other line being like, hey, can we cancel this reservation? I'm like, is he gonna get his money back immediately? And, they kind of mull it over, I guess. Not really mull it over, but they're trying to give me an answer, and I'm just so pissed off. I'm not really, I'm half listening, but I'm also very pissed off because I've been on the phone for an hour and a half, and I haven't gotten any laundry done, and night shift person is not gonna be happy that I have not gotten any laundry done. So, I was like, is he going to get his money back right now? Will it be instantaneous? Will it be right now? And I go, yes, it will be right now. So, you can book directly, it'll be fine. I went, okay, then do it. That's fine. So they do it. And as soon as I make him 2 new reservations, the old ones fucking pop up. And I went, are you shitting me? And he goes, what? And I go, your old reservations just popped up. He's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. So I delete the new ones, check him into the old ones. He's got a dog. And he ends up trying to, guilt trip me into giving him, waiving the pet fee and whatnot. Because he was like, can I get my pet fee waived for this inconvenience? Because he said on our site it was oh, what was it? He said it was $20 per pet per stay instead of per night like it's supposed to be. And when he originally brought it up, I'm like, no sir, it's supposed to be per pet per night. I will make sure the boss knows, because that's not how it's supposed to be. And during the interaction, after, while during checking him in and whatnot, he ends up going, can you waive that pet fee? I'm like, hey, I'm not a manager, I can't make that decision. And he goes, I know you'll do what's right. I go, I avoid the question, I avoid the interaction, and I go, here are your keys, I will talk to the manager about it. And I told my manager, because we use Discord as like communication comm log shit, I messaged my manager, I was like, hey, I don't think this guy is Karen-esque, but he gave me I'm gonna leave a review based on this situation that your company put us in. And it was either gonna be like a decent review, or it was gonna be like, hey, this place fucking sucks, they didn't waive my fees after an inconvenience, da 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 da. Manager goes, okay. So I go, okay, whatever. I plan on streaming tonight, just to like kind of make up for it. And then my manager messages me at like 1:30, 2 o'clock today, being like, hey, your other coworker is probably not gonna be here on time, and I was wondering if you could come in. And I went, respectfully, manager, this is my only day off. I'm not coming in. He goes, fair. Alright, I'll see you when I see you. And I go, thank you. At least he's not one of the pushy bosses that are kind of just dickheads. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw hands. Okay. Anyways, I get my groceries delivered because I am partially disabled, and going up and down and doing a bunch of shit with bending and like lifting and whatnot hurts the fuck out of me. So I got delivery, per usual. And I ended up going and I went and like ordered the actual delivery and whatnot, and I ordered the express delivery from a certain, place we'll call it BingoMart. We'll call it BingoMart, and you'll understand what I mean. It's not BingoMart. It's one of the big retail chains. But anyways, I got delivery from BingoMart, and I had paid $10 extra for express delivery because I wanted my groceries before I started streaming. I planned on starting to stream at 8 o'clock tonight. Obviously, as you can tell, didn't happen because it's now 9:15 and I'm only 20 minutes into my stream. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and the 75-minute guarantee that they have passes. And then 2 minutes after, the 75-minute guarantee, it's like, hey, this person just started chopping your order. And I went, are you fucking serious? I actually said that out loud. I went, are you fucking serious? So I try to go through BingoMart's support bot, and the support bot goes, hey, I can't help you with that, but if you call us, you'll get an answer. And I went, why the fuck can the bot just not help me and say, hey, here's just a genuine mistake, it's on us, take your partial money back, So I call them, and the first 2 times I call them, I'm trying to reach a human. They're like, hey, what can I help you with today? And it's like, human. Well, give me a few details while you're calling. Human. Give me a few, human. Nothing. So I hang up, and I go through this shit again. And, I need more soda. I go, and I just go through the process again. Finally, I get to the point where I'm like, fees, delivery issues, something that's gonna trigger, a human person coming on the line. And they go, oh yeah, no problem, let me get you connected, da-da-da-da-da, la-di-da-di-da, I'm not a shit robot at all. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so I finally get on the phone with the person, and they're like, hey, what can I help you with, blah, blah, blah. And I went Karen on them. I don't normally go Karen, but I was so pissed off because I was just so done with it for the night. I was super hungry, and I was trying to get my food so that I could, make food. And you're like, Max, it would have been easier if you just went in person. Yeah, but I don't like going in person without the help of boyfriend, and boyfriend was asleep, so I couldn't go and get boyfriend and wake him up because boyfriend was sleeping from like work and shit, or just being up all night, I think, because it's our day off. So yeah, being up all night, because that's just his schedule at the moment. So I'm like, hey, I want my express delivery refunded because this is bullshit, and I paid for express delivery, which is usually an hour or less, but higher than normal, 75 minutes or less. And I forgot to open the store, god damn it. And so it's like, hey, I want this refund. They went, yeah, sure, let me get this going for you, let me figure it out, blah, 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 blah. I went, oh, okay, thank you. Because most of the time when I'm on the phone with support people, they end up being like, no, we're not going to give you a refund because you knew the risks, or you did this, or you did that, blah, 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 blah. But he was like, yeah, let me figure it out for you, give me a second. I went, okay. Puts me on hold, and I'm waiting, and I go, and I end up, getting in contact with my Dasher, which is where the story really begins, but the other part was for context. Ooh, I'm close to that. So, this, support person is like, hey, yeah, we refunded you the $10, don't worry about it, no big deal. I went, okay, thank you. And this delivery person apparently has been trying to contact me through, like, the chat area on. If you, like, get mobile orders from BingoMart, then you'll know. So I didn't see that. He got me the wrong drink mixes, which they're fine, I guess, but I prefer the fruit punch over, like, a tropical mango motherfucker. Either way, he didn't give me the right shit, is what I'm saying. He didn't give me the right shit, and so I was kind of like, okay, whatever. And then he gets me the wrong Clorox wipes, because I got Clorox wipes for work, which cost me like $4, because we don't wash our cards at work, like the key cards, and it's super fucking gross. And my manager won't do it because the owners of the hotel won't approve it. But it's still gross, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, I'm gonna buy some and take them to work and clean cards, because it's just nasty. I'm digging around on my computer, I'm playing Planet Crafters, because I got that earlier today, and it's really fun. It just takes a long fucking time, and I kind of had to just rush through it. Not really rush through it, like, didn't want to say bust through it, but bust through it in the fact that I had to figure it out on my own. There's no real tutorial. It tells you, hey, you need to do these as your first steps, and that's fucking it. So I was playing that, and this dude apparently has come down into my apartment building, because I'm getting updates. It's like, hey, your Dasher's here, or not your Dasher, your delivery person's gonna be here soon with blah blah blah, plus 10 items, whatever. And I'm sitting in my office, and he goes, Walmart delivery. Wait a minute. Walmart delivery. Like, text me on my personal cell phone number, not the Walmart chat. And I went, what the fuck is he doing? So I get up and I go to, my front door, and he's just yelling in the middle of my apartment building. And I went, what the fuck? He's yelling in the middle of my fucking apartment building, and basically, I'm just texted him back. I look at my peephole, I see him yelling, and I text him, like, just leave it at the door. And so he goes out, and he, like, shakes his head, he leaves and goes out of the apartment building. You wanna know what this motherfucker texted me next? No address, no bar. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But I was so pissed off in the moment, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. And I sent him a picture of the app with my address on it, which is really fucking stupid. I deleted it like a minute afterwards. And he comes back in with like 1 case of Monster, and he goes, is this the right, is this the right address? Is this the right address? Just shouting again in the fucking apartment building. And I finally go, yes, it's the right fucking address. I said yes, but I was like really pissed off about it. And he goes, oh, okay. And he just starts bringing the rest of the shit in. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because no other drivers that I've had from BingoMart have done this shit. Never. Not once. And so I deleted the picture of my address that I sent to him to make, to show, hey, you have the right fucking address because you're being a dumbass. And I leave it at that. It's just done. And I try to go report him to support, being like, hey, that's really fucking creepy now that I think about it. Shouting in my apartment building and asking if it's the right, the right apartment number, right building, whatever. when he has clearly already texted me through my personal number. And they're like, hey, how can we help you? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I'm like, report driver, or, you know, it's something else, it's something else, it's something else. The support bot is finally like, okay, yeah, what's your issue? And I'm like, I wrote out the entire story about how he was being extremely weird and shit. And they go, thanks. Unfortunately, we can't handle that in the app. You have to contact customer support number. Why the fuck do you have an AI bot if the AI bot is not gonna help your customers with their shit? Explain? Explain? So yeah, pretty fucking creepy. I don't know if they use like DoorDash and contract out, or what the fuck's going on with that, because like I said, it's creepy as fuck. But yeah, that makes me extremely uncomfortable, and I don't know if I'm gonna call them, because I don't like talking on the phone with support, because they just put you on hold, and then half the time they disconnect the call anyways. So really, you're not getting any help, you're just sitting on the phone for a while, and then they suddenly disconnect you, and it's like, oop, tough shit, bye.